Welcome back to Small Step Finance. Today we're going to be talking about the reasons why I believe in dividend investing stocks and a dividend investing portfolio. There are a myriad of reasons why an investor may choose to invest in dividend stocks, and I'm going to break down some of my favorite reasons today. Here at Small Step Finance, our mission is to help you build wealth, one small step at a time. And like I said earlier, we're going to be diving into reasons why you might want to build a dividend stock portfolio. One of the reasons people love dividend stock portfolios the most is because it provides a regular source of income that can be paid out in monthly, quarterly, annually, or some other method. People love dividend stocks because it provides a sense of safety and it provides protection when there's market volatility. When the stocks are going up and down, the dividend investors are only concerned that their dividend stocks continue to pay them regular sources of income. Now you may be asking yourself, what is a dividend? And a dividend, in short, is a small payment from a company to you as the investor to say thank you for investing in our company. That dividend payment is taken out of the profit of the company and out of the earnings that they make from selling a product or service to customers. They take those dividends and they share them with their investors to encourage them to hold their assets or to buy more. Now we're going to be going through a number of reasons today why you will want to build a dividend stock portfolio, and I'll break down some of my favorite reasons why I personally invest in dividend stocks. A company that may be financially struggling may not be the right fit for you from an investment perspective. Or maybe you want to look at their dividend yield to determine whether it's too high for them to be able to sustainably pay that out over the long term. Or another great metric to evaluate is how much debt are they carrying on their balance sheet. Understanding how much debt a company is carrying can be a major red flag when looking at dividend investing, because if a company is too heavily invested in paying out their dividends but is not able to pay off their debts, over the long haul they're going to be financially struggling in order for them to build their business and to pay down those respective debts. Now, the first reason why I love dividend stock investing is because it provides a regular source of income. It provides a sense of security, one that you may not have at your 9-to-5 job. As we think about the most recent recession that we saw during the pandemic, many people lost their jobs and were furloughed or no longer had employment. If they had spent time and invested their money into a dividend stock portfolio, they could have used those dividends in the time of need to help pay for some of their expenses while they were trying to find work. Now, if we try to think about what a portfolio might look like when you're thinking about a sense of security in retirement, a $1 million portfolio can provide $50,000 a year in dividends to you. And you're able to have the $50,000 paid to you every single year throughout your retirement. Now you may say $50,000 is not going to be enough. And if that's true for you, then you just need to think about how you might modify how much you need to invest to get to a number that is okay for you. Now, if we think about the second reason why I believe in dividend stock investing, it's really about trying to find high quality investments. Now, just like any stock, there are good stocks and there are bad stocks. Now, I personally like to identify stocks that I believe are high quality, ones that not only will pay me a dividend for many years to come, thinking 10, 20, 30 years out, and the company is likely to continue to grow and be able to provide those dividends over the life of that investment. I want to be able to take those dividends and reinvest them in the same company or invest them into a different company over the years. And when I'm evaluating a dividend stock portfolio, I want to think about what are high quality investments I can make. Do I want to look at companies that are struggling financially, or maybe they're paying out far too large of a dividend stock? The third reason why I love dividend stock investing is looking for ways to be able to live on the dividend stock portfolio tax-free in retirement. Now, there's two strategies you can think about when you're trying to look for ways to live tax-free in retirement. First is through tax-advantaged accounts, such as a 401k or 403b, and the second is through a Roth IRA. Now, when you're thinking about the second strategy of having tax-free dividends in retirement, it's thinking about how you can do so under the existing tax code in the United States. Currently, as a single filer, you can live off of $40,400 with dividends every single year and not have to pay a single penny in taxes. Now, you might say, how could I do that? Aren't there capital gains taxes? Well, yes, there are. But if you're purely getting paid dividends and you're having capital gains taxes applied to your portfolio, they don't start applying to your portfolio until it's over $40,400, assuming you have no other income. Now, if you're a married filer, you have up to $80,800 that you can enjoy from a tax-free perspective. And if you take any contributions that you've made to a taxable brokerage account, you can actually withdraw $100,000, for example, from that taxable brokerage account that you made from contributions, and you can couple that with your $80,800 of capital gains free taxes from dividends, and you're able to actually enjoy over $180,000 tax-free in retirement. Now, this might blow your mind because it blew my mind when I learned it, and I want to share it with you because it's something that is truly foundational in the way that we think about saving and investing. This is not something that's taught in school, and this is not something that, a tax preparer is going to share with you. You have to know about this from someone such as me in Small Step Finance to be able to understand how you can use the tax code to your advantage and to build wealth one small step at a time. Let's dive into the next reason why I love dividend stock investing. Now, the fourth reason why I love dividend stock investing is because in theory, you can build a portfolio that's big enough that does not require you to sell a single share of stock. In theory, you can build a portfolio up to $1 million, for example, and get paid $50,000 a year in dividends and never have to sell the original asset. That asset is something that you can take and you can pass down to the next generation, and they can automatically be able to build generational wealth, all while receiving the dividends paid from that investment. Imagine that you had $1 million investment and you lived off of $50,000 a year until you passed away. You gave that $1 million investment to the next generation, and they immediately started getting paid $50,000 a year in dividends that they could either choose to reinvest to build their portfolio or to be paid out to them for whatever purpose that they had. This is the power of dividend stock investing, and this is the power of generational wealth. This is one of the huge reasons why I love dividend stock investing, is because you're able to build something that you can pass down to future generations. Now, the fifth and final reason why I love dividend stock investing is the power of compounding and the power of your income growing every single year. As you make more contributions to buy more dividend stocks, every single year you see your income grow year over year. And if you're investing in high quality investments, like I mentioned earlier, you are also seeing those companies increasing the amount of dividends they're paying each year. So maybe the first year you invest in that company, they pay $1 per year, but maybe in year 2, they're gonna pay you $1.10 per year. They're going to continue making investments in you as the investor, and they're going to use that capital to encourage you to continue to hold that investment. If you find good investments, they will likely match or beat inflation, and they will be able to continue to have compounding growth to the portfolio that you've built over time. So that when you look from the beginning years of your portfolio to the end of the years, there is a transformational change in how much income is being paid out to you. Now, if you fast forward to retirement and you look at how much it's paying you in the first year of retirement, if those companies are still building how much they're paying you every year, They may grow from paying you $50,000 a year to $51,000 a year, and your income may help match the rate of inflation that you're seeing in the marketplace. And that is what you want to see out of a quality dividend stock portfolio. Now, here at Small Step Finance, I'm all about providing you small little tips that can help you build your wealth one small step at a time. I'd love to hear what your reasons are on why you invest in dividend stock portfolios, or maybe why you don't invest in dividend stock portfolios. Drop them below in the comments and share some thoughts with me later. Thanks for watching and look forward to future videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.